Hello, it's Melinda from Alexis and Melinda's Art Space, doing another art journal page today. The week I did this art journal page, I was having a really bad week. I was having a tough week. I had to do a lot of paperwork, which I hate doing, and life was not being nice to me. So I was sitting down flicking through my magazines, trying to get some inspiration because I wanted to do a page, and I come across this picture of this girl with just sort of a little bit of light, and that's how I felt that week. Not all journal pages have to be bright and happy and chappy. You can work out your sadder times in them as well. Um, so I then remembered this page in my art journal that is working in my altered wine book, and this was one of the pictures. Now I left a lot of these black and white pictures in to do something with. 2.5 years later, after starting the book, I'm finally doing something with one of the images because it fit and it felt right. So I just Mod Podged the magazine page on with some, not Mod Podge, my favourite matte gel medium, my Liquitex matte gel medium. And now I'm just using a combination of black, white and grey, and a bit of blue paint because I really wanted to blend in that magazine page so you didn't see the edge of it. And I also wanted to darken around the edge with the border. I do apologise, it's a bit glary this page because of the paint. I'm finding the Delusions paint glares a bit when I've got my light on. So I was having a bit of a play doing this page. I'm stopping and thinking a lot because I'm thinking where I want to go with this page. I still wanted to see that little bit of light on the left hand side of the page to complement the little bit of light that she's seeing on the right hand side of the page. I ended up covering most of the foliage up because it does look like it's coming out of her head, which was not intentional. It's just where I put the picture. So you can use your art journal pages to work through. I did a diploma in art therapy last year, and that was fascinating how art can help you cope with different things, whether it's an illness, whether it's a loss of a person, a family member, a cat, a dog, a pet, loss of a job, loss of an income, loss of mobility, loss of a body part working properly. You can work through a lot of things in your art journal because it's private and you don't have to show anyone at the end. Yes, I'm sharing my page on YouTube, but that's my choice. But if you do art journaling, you can just share it with no one. You can just close the book. It's also a great way. I didn't actually do any hand journaling on this page, but you can actually do a lot of hand journaling. Say if you are really upset with someone and you want to write them a letter, but you don't want them ever to read it, but you want to get your thoughts out. It's a good way to get your thoughts out and your feelings out. Grab your art journal, write in really messy writing, get all your feelings out, get all your thoughts out, and then cover it up with prettiness. No one will ever know it's there apart from you. No one's ever going to read it. So still just playing. I had so much fun just blending the paints and playing with the paints and getting a bit dirty and stopping and thinking, what am I going to do with this page? It sort of let me have a break from my interesting week. Life keeps throwing me curveballs. I don't know. I've had enough curveballs in my life to last 3 lifetimes, but for some reason they keep getting thrown my way. But I keep picking the balls up and throwing them back. So that's also one way of putting it. Sorry if you hear my washing machine in the background. I forgot that I'd put the washing machine on when I started doing this voiceover. I thought, oh, this video is only like 6 minutes. I'll get it in. I'll do it in between this and something else I was doing. And I forgot about the washing machine. So just blending the paints, adding with the blue. The blue really can't be seen in the video, but I've just got the page open in front of me and you can see the tints of blue. So I didn't want to make the background totally black. I wanted to see some glimpses of it. I did want to do some hand journaling on this. I wanted some journaling on it, but I didn't really want to write anything. So I found one of my mixed media stamps. Now this is a non-branded stamp that I got overseas. And I pulled out an oxide ink. I've not used a lot of the oxide inks in my art journals. I've mainly used them for cards at or when I do my work business demonstrations with my stencils and things. But the oxides like a very opaque base and they do sit on top of darker colours very well. So I don't know what colour that was, but if you really want to know, I can go and find it. So I did test it on that piece of paper first just to make sure that it did work. I love the little, just the scratchy writing and the bubbles. It looks like I've hand journaled it, which is nice. So just drying that off. The thing with art journaling is you have to dry between each layer, otherwise you end up with a boggy mess. And on the same magazine page, now I'm doing a bit of, what am I doing? A bit of dusting around the edge with the oxide ink as well. You don't necessarily need to use the oxide inks and oxidize them with the water. You can use them just as an opaque ink pad, which is what I've used today. I could have hit this with water, but I just chose not to. And they dry really, really well. Once they're dry, they ain't going anywhere, unless you hit them with water. So nearly finished. So on the same page of the magazine, I'm not even sure what the article is about. Had a little saying, a ray of light, so I thought, perfect title to my page, so I cut that out as well when I cut the original face out. Not really sure what magazine it come from. I collect all different ones for different reasons. So I hope you've enjoyed my process and enjoyed me showing you a different side of my art journaling. I do pages when I'm not feeling the happiest, and then I'm usually happy at the end of it. So I've done some close-up stills at the end just to give you a bit more detail. Sorry about the glare on the paint, but that Dilutions paint seems to glare up a lot. So the page is a lot darker than it's appearing on the page. Thank you for watching, and I wish everyone a really good day. Bye for now.